It was in the end. I don't think it was during the game. It's always going to be a dangerous game because obviously, Hinckley has been well documented as really struggling off the pitch, which is very unfortunate. But you wouldn't have thought so. To be fair to them, they've come here today, set up not to be beaten or not to be beaten heavily. And to be fair to them, they worked the socks off to get back in defensively and in the shape as quick as they possibly could. They've done that. They've had two good chances. They've missed a penalty. So John Danby's made some good saves, but I wasn't very happy with our first half performance. We didn't move them around enough, too many long balls. Second half I thought we were much better, we got it, we passed it, some of the goals were very good. But I think we just one of them, it's one of them games where people come expecting a half full of goals, and unfortunately football doesn't work that way. As I said to the lads in the dressing room at half time, these lads have shown over the recent weeks they've got a pride about them. They went to Solihull, were down to 10 men after 15 minutes. Only lost 1-0 to a Solihull side who were in form. And they weren't going to make it easy for us here today, which they didn't. Unfortunately, we had enough in reserve that we could get over the line.
You talk about the disjointed first half performance. Do you think that was down to the 5 changes you made?
I don't think so, no. I just think it was too easy at times for us. And because they were sitting deep, we played right into their hands by hitting long balls. We needed to come off and just be patient. The crowd were getting impatient, and the players started forcing the ball. They just need to keep the ball, and draw them out. At some stage they've got to come and chase after the ball. We didn't do that. It's aimless long balls, which got everybody frustrated. But second half, I thought, Scott Brown, we asked him to sit in the midfield and dictate the game. I thought he'd done that. Anthony Sarcevic came alive. Our movement was much better, and probably got what we deserved.
So that takes you 15 points clear going into the new year. You can't get into a better position than that, really, can you?
Well, no. If anyone would have said to you, somebody would have had to count me off to the loony asylum, I think. But that's where we are, and we've worked hard to get it. It's not, people might get a bit negative about today's results. It's not about today. It's about where you don't win. Is it 20 games we've won now? You don't win 20 games of football by being rubbish. Our lads have got to take great credit. We've had a great 2012 as a football club, and now we've got to try and take that on to 2013 because the job's only half done.
Next up for you, obviously, Droylsden and New Year's Day at the Butchers Arms ground. They showed they can play some nice football there, didn't they?
Yeah, again, a good side. I just think it was the top end of the pitch. And, forwards are difficult to come by. I thought they did play some good football, got some good young players, play the right way. So we've got another difficult task. I've said all along, to play 2 games in a week against the same side at this level is always going to be difficult. We've seen that here today. There's no easy games. As I say, Solihull, Guiseley struggled against Hinckley. I think it finished 2-1 in the end. There's no easy games. You've got to be on your mettle. You've got to be mentally tuned in. And thankfully, we've got away with 3 points today.
Of course, many teams who obviously go and win promotion is built on a strong home form, and you end the year with only 1 defeat here in 2012. It's quite remarkable, isn't it?
It is. We've had let's be honest, since we've been here, I think we've lost 10 games of football in the league. This is our 3rd season, so you've got to give great credit to the current players, but also the players that have been through the football club. Special mention for Levi Mackin today. He leaves the club today, but he goes with a glowing reference from me. He's been an outstanding lad for us, outstanding player, and we wish him good luck in the future.
Right, so from your point of view, obviously next up is Droylsden. Like you say, you rested a few players today, and there was a couple with a few little knocks, wasn't there? Ben Mills got a tiny back problem, as has Ashley Williams. Are they likely to be okay though for New Year's Day?
Yeah, I expect everyone to be fit for New Year's Day. Obviously, Danny Williams come off with a bit of a thigh strain, and obviously Nathan came off just to rest, to give get Tony on. He hasn't played much lately, and obviously Mark Williams has done very well in the last couple of games, got himself a couple of goals, but again, young Nathan Turner has been waiting for his chance and thought he'd done well when he came on.
Absolutely. Well, Neil, all the best. Hope for the great start to the new year as well, and thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And Neil, just one last one. I know you mentioned him